right, testing, testing. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. We are on time. The dentist has to run on time. So, Erika, if you're out there, I'm going to send you a request. And let's get Erika on the line. Send. All right. Today's going to be fun. Waving at some of our friends that are showing up. Erika just waved. Erika, check your request. You should be able to join the live. All right. Let's go. Erika, are you with me? She's coming, guys. Let me just keep waving at our friends. I see Classy Monica. I see Walea's in the building. Javier. Waiting for Erika. Mels is in the building. Thank you so much, Mels, for that amazing video. We're still waiting on Erika. Who else do we have? Can you help her? Again. Send again. Okay. Cancel. Hey, Jolly, how are you? Aunt, how are you doing, sir? Rosie's there. Come on, Erika. You got the people waiting. Whoa, Jacob's in the building. Let's send him a hi. It's a lot of people showing up. I'm excited. Our star is just hanging out. I saw her, guys, in the back. I know she's here. I know she's ready. She's good. Press it one more time. I send it to her one more time. All right. Live with Erika. Erika, we're waiting. All right, so while we're waiting, there we go. Oh my God, you're killing me. Hi.
Hi.
You wanted to make it difficult. I know. I love that about you. You know, you had to be fashionably late. I appreciate it. So happy that you're able to join us. I am super excited that you're our second guest on Chairside. Tonight we're going to talk about growth in the dental profession. So one of the great things about you, Erika, you're a hard worker. And you've been doing so many great things for so long. You started off as a dental assistant, and now you're a boss. You're a big-time boss, a regional back office manager. So basically, you're taking care of business for all of the providers here in the South Florida region. So I want us to start off by saying, letting us know a little bit about yourself.
So a little bit about me. I was born here in South Florida, raised in Brown. I went to Coconut Creek High School. I graduated top 10% of my class. From there, I went on an academic scholarship to FAMU to major in criminal justice. So my junior year, I started to feel like it wasn't for me. So I decided to take a break, which is how I ended up at Atlantic Technical College.
Okay. So I remember talking to you and you told me that originally you had no knowledge of dentistry, really. You never thought about it. Wasn't something that was in the cards for you. But then one day you were just randomly walking around at Atlantic Technical College. Can you tell everybody your story about that?
So I went to Atlantic Technical College to basically see what was next for me. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But for me, it wasn't the typical story. I didn't love teeth. I didn't love smiles. I had never had a bad experience with the dentist because I had never had cavities. For the most part, I just wanted to do something that involved people. But I also knew that I wanted to do something where whatever I did, I had to be interacting with people all day. I'm a person, so you know that. And I just like to see what can be done when I'm working with people. So, people come in all the time with different stories, but for me, the ending result is what made me choose dentistry. So I went to sign up for something. deciding maybe nursing.
Uh,
And I ran Michelle King. She was the instructor for dental assisting at Atlantic Technical College. I talked to her, and then I started a few weeks later, and here we are today.
the rest is history. So, when I talk to you, you always give me like really fond memories about when you were in dental assisting school. Also, any student that comes out of the school you went to, they're phenomenal. Like I've seen a lot of dental assistants, and the ones that come from your school, oh my God. Like, I believe every time they enter an office, they start working right away. No one lets them out of the door. So, can you give a little background on what kind of training went on when you were at that dental assisting school?
So for the most part, Atlantic Technical College is PDS preparation. As far as standards, the culture, it's not, just the teachers, the instructor cares. So it's not just you're here today and you're out in the field tomorrow. So before we even went out to our externships, to our sites, we were going around to just look at different offices. As you know, it's one lab, so we kind of share the lab with everyone, but we were able to do hands-on training for everything, and that's temporaries, pouring impressions, taking x-rays, and that's typically what we struggle with coming to the region as an assistant. Um, I loved it. I loved ATC. It was fun. But it was an experience because even no matter what you learned there, she always taught us everything, but everything is always the doctor's preference. Even if
Right.
when we come out into the field, it's still whatever your doctor prefers. That's what we have to do.
Right, right. So that's awesome. And that is the mindset that all of us as dentists, we want our assistants to have. We want to make sure that you understand the basis. You have to know how to do a temp. You have to know how to take an impression. But we want somebody that's open-minded and flexible to learn that particular doctor's style. So, Erika, you killed it at dental assisting school. And then we're going to fast track to you coming over here to West Sunrise Dentistry. You were actually at the office before me. So can you give the people a little background on how was it starting off a new de novo office here in Sunrise?
I learned about Pacific Dental in 2015 of August. I had heard about it, a new company coming to South Florida.
Uh-huh.
So around December, I applied of 2015 and I got the position. When I first started, Sunrise, the laws, everything is super strict. So we weren't able to come into the office. So we did a lot of marketing, it helped because it helped build people's skills. Everyone in the area knew all of us. I remember when you started, I had just come back from maternity leave. So I remember your day that you interviewed.
Uh-huh.
We
It
were
was a
here.
Saturday. It was a beautiful Saturday.
It was fun. And then you started. And so I was here with you. But before you came, even starting up a de novo, I would have to reach out to people, in national support just to learn new things. But the technology was new. Everything was new. Everything about Pacific Dental was new. The only thing that wasn't is the PPE. I was used to the PPE and everything, but everything else is brand new for me.
And that's the great thing about our office. There's somebody in the background. Get out of here. The great thing, guys, this is literally a dental office. This is Chairside. We're wrapping up. We just finished maybe a couple minutes ago. But one thing I want to say, like about our office, everything was new because we're trying to make sure that we're a modern office. We want to make sure that we have up-to-date technology. And one of the best things that we have in regards to technology is CEREC, which is Erika's baby. So Erika, like I told you, Erika started before me. So I remember when I started working here, I knew nothing about CEREC. I played around with it at dental school, but I really didn't do much with it. The person who taught me how to do, learn my margins besides, my mentors, but my chairside shoulder-to-shoulder person was Erika. She showed me how to, get things done for my crowns, my onlays and inlays. So all of that stuff that you guys see on my videos, like it started with Erika. So Erika, I know CEREC is your baby. Can you tell everybody what CEREC is first off and why you love it so much?
So CEREC is our machine that we use to make crowns within a 2-hour visit. It fabricates from our Emax material. It's my baby, you know. For me, CEREC was different. I come from where we did traditional impressions every day. So to have control, most of the time, you know, the doctors do the physical impressions. So to have
And
control,
let's stop right here. They don't like that.
they
We
don't.
as doctors, we're not into taking those goopy impressions because we know that our patients hate it. So if we have the
Mhm.
technology that CEREC provides and we can literally just put a scanner in the mouth, get our margins, and
Perfect.
then have a crown same day, it makes our life easier because it makes our patient's life easier.
Exactly. And for me, I'm tech savvy. I love to do designing things. I like to have control of things like CEREC. So for designing is my favorite part of CEREC. For scanning, I can scan, you know, in 2 seconds and it come out perfect. But sometimes the challenge happens when the proposal of the crown is not what you want it to be. So just having to tweak it and design it. I remember a time where I would have to force you, hey, doc, look at it. Do you like the design? Erika, I trust you. Keep going. No, I want you because it looks a little distorted.
And then because of that, you know, your great training, like I learned quicker, this is what it should look like.
Mm-hmm.
And having you chairside honestly helped ramp me up a lot quicker. And so then my restorations were, you know, in my opinion, I believe a little more A1 because of Erika. So, you know, every good crown that goes in, I'm, you know, thankful for you. So I truly appreciate you. And, you know, no bad margins.
Yeah.
So
No sending back impressions from the lab.
crazy things. All right, guys. So we're gonna switch gears a little bit. After we finish with this particular segment, whatever questions you have for Erika, feel free to put it in the comment section. I want you guys to ask her whatever comes to mind. Okay? She's so awesome. She'll answer any question, right, Erika?
I will.
All right. So we talked about you being a lead assistant. So can you give us a little summary of what positions you've had from being a lead dental assistant all the way to where you are now?
So in 2018, May, I became the regional back office trainer. Um, my job was to go around the region and just help execute and create lead assistants. And for the most part, lead assistants with growth mindsets. Um, we're always looking to develop. We're always looking to, you know, improve. Make sure we don't want to get comfortable. Training with CEREC, so hosting workshops on the weekends. Reviewing temporaries, impressions, making sure we review budget control, compliance is a big one, and then making sure we keep externs in the field and help develop them properly.
Okay.
After this year, I became the regional back office manager, which is more so oversee. It's, you know, the goal is the same. It's just now we really have to focus on developing leads and growth mindsets.
Right. And you're so good at the job. I tell Erika all the time that she's basically a doctor. Erika comes in and she helps out in the office and basically gets the job done. She can literally, from the experience that she has, she can be an office manager. She can be a hygienist. She can do anything in the dental field just because of the experience she's gained from, you know, starting off as a dental assistant to where she is now. The best thing is to get that experience. A lot of people, you know, we have to make sure that we start off and get that experience. Right, Erika?
All right. Now, don't
Right.
get it twisted. I'm still not, my mindset is always, I'm going to advocate for DAs. You know, I love dental assisting. I love training. Of course, all of you say I should go to school to be a dentist. But my focus right now is just truly on our back office, supporting the doctors, supporting the DAs, making sure you can work properly.
Perfect. And the
And
key word is support. So you always are there to support us. So something I want us to talk about is how when the pandemic hit and started in April, how you actually converted back to being a dental assistant here at West Sunrise Dentistry. Can you give us a couple stories about that first day back full time with me and all the great things that happened here?
So for the most part with dental assisting, I never forget it. Even if it's me stepping in from time to time just to assist, to make sure I always understand the life of a dental assistant, I'm going to do it. But the first day back, you remember the schedule, but we did what we had to do. And for weeks, we worked that way, sundown. You know, some days I had you in the rooms, breaking rooms down. You were
Yep.
super helpful. We flushed lines, making sure we did nothing to compromise patient care, but also making sure we stayed afloat because we felt like we were drowning at times. Shout out to Jallison. Shout out to Evelyn
Woo!
here to support us. But we did it. It was fun. It really was. It was hard.
So it was hard.
But it was fun. I felt good, honestly. I was able to do what I used to do and
Uh-huh.
still, you know, I surprised myself. We were handling
Dom,
schedules.
so you're being modest right now. So
I
you dominated the schedule. So anybody who works in a dental field knows a doctor normally works columns. I think I had 3 columns, and Erica was the only assistant. And then up front, we just had Jallison, and then Evelyn came and spotted us when Jallison had to take a little break because we were killing her up front. So literally, it was 111, 3 people, 1 dental office, and a lot of patients that needed emergency services. And we made sure we did everything we could to help our patients. We did not say no to anyone. We made sure we had the proper PPE. We wanted to ensure that everyone was seen that needed to be seen. Erica does not say no to patients. So I remember one situation, it was towards the end of the day. Actually, this was your first day. End of the day,
yeah,
we had one more patient that called that needed treatment. We didn't say no to him. I helped you break down the room. You were dying. Like, you were literally just over it. I have a
like
picture
Doc
on my phone.
Flusham.
Exactly. I have a picture in my phone, and I'll always keep that. So I remember, like, that's what hard work looks like. It was your first day back full time in the field nonstop. And you killed it. You dominated. We had a great day. We helped so many people, and we had a lot of fun. So,
We,
Erica, here's a big question. I know a lot of people want to know before we open up the floor to questions. What motivates you?
what motivates? Um, the end game motivates me always. Always trying to see the results. For me, it's knowing that it's always room for improvement. So I don't want to set my mind to say that one particular thing motivates me. It doesn't. But I feel like just healthier, happier patients. It's always the goal. And how can I do that? How can I support the doctors on doing that? By doing that, I'm creating great lead assistants, stronger associate doctors, stronger owner doctors, and just making sure communication, making sure I stay in touch with everyone. But also, what motivates me is knowing that things are tangible. Like for me with this position, regional back office trainer, when I first started talking to Lillian about it, um, I told her, you know, in 5 years, maybe. And she's like, 5 years. I'm like, 5 years. And then 2 years later, I was the regional back office trainer. So yeah, just knowing that I can do it motivates me. Knowing that there's no ceiling. Like I can keep going.
Perfect. All right, so I'm going to open up the floor to questions now. Guys, I need you to go ahead, put your questions in the comment section. And while we're waiting for a few questions, Erica, you know everyone loves you. You saw the outpour from like Mel. You see the comments. What I want to ask you, Erica, what type of music do you love? Me and you, we have our
R
connection with music. So
R
talk about some of the music you love.
um R&B old school. Now, for the most part, my days to writing used to consist of R&B. Now it's more podcasts. But you know that I can listen to R&B music all day. Um, just soulful music.
Soulful music.
I'm
So
always
we're talking.
so it's never that.
So you're talking about soulful music. I see one question is, how are you celebrating Black History Month?
Here with PDS.
You're always celebrating.
Always. Find those.
Another Another question we have from Dr. Mascar. He says, looking back, what were the greatest challenges you had? Give us one.
Training different personalities. Some people feel like they can't do certain things. And I think sometimes as assistants, they feel overlooked or they feel like they don't have enough support. So for me, it was always the hardest challenge was changing my mindset, not thinking that everybody could do what I could do. So just finding a way to train for people to work to the best of their ability. That was one of the toughest things for me.
And
of course, day to
training
day.
training somebody like Dr. Mascar is very difficult, correct? Dr. Mascar is a troublemaker.
He will never let me live this up.
You
But
can admit you and a couple of friends. He's difficult. He's one of the hardest personalities I've ever run across. He's so demanding. I don't know how the guy keeps dental assistants, but you like him. But
Not me.
all right. What's that next question?
How did you get the opportunity to be the regional back manager?
So someone's asking, how did you get the opportunity to be the regional back office trainer?
Within Pacific Dental, there's a lot of growth opportunities. I did what I had to do on my end, making sure I worked hard every day, receptive to feedback, always wanting to train and lead others, to be an influence to others. I started with almost all of the doctors here at Pacific Dental. So I was always either their first assistant or I trained with them. So for me, I knew that, like with Sarek was my first love here at PDS. So I knew that I wanted to train. I knew that I wanted to help people. And so I'm very organized. And when being organized, I wanted to be able to put that out into the region. How can we grow?
You went from there. All right, great. Another question.
Presented itself.
Gotcha. Here's the next question. How hard is it for someone to get a job having the NELDA and not the Dan B? Do you know what that is?
The Dan B is not a requirement in the state of Florida. Are they from Florida?
I'm not sure. They didn't say it.
The Dan B is not a requirement in the state of Florida. As an assistant, you don't have to be a certified assistant in the state of Florida to assist. You don't have to be Dan B certified either.
Okay. Gotcha. What would be some tips you would have for an assistant that is trying to find a job?
Apply yourself. Make sure, almost everyone is always going to be looking for a positive attitude. You can train skill, you can't train personality. So even with the positive attitude, if for the most part, if they see that you're trying, you're constantly applying yourself, it's a struggle, but you'll get there. Even with trying to see if you can do volunteer hours somewhere to see if you're not an experienced assistant, I would recommend trying to volunteer somewhere. And if you're an experienced assistant, then I would say just apply and go for it.
Yeah. And dental assisting is a really hard job. Again, so many different personalities. Doctors want this and that. So Erika, what's your happiest moment as a dental assistant?
Melissa. My happiest moment was becoming the regional back office trainer. I saw a vision. I haven't accomplished the vision yet, but I have a vision for South Florida with our dental assistants to just be great. So my happiest moment was the day I got the position.
And then one of your saddest moments is when you had to leave West Sunrise Dentistry. Yeah, I remember you applied for that job. I remember your last day here was June 15th, 2018. Very sad day in the history of West Sunrise Dentistry. Erika, did you want to leave West Sunrise Dentistry? That's a question I have.
Did I want to leave? No, I didn't. But did I want to leave for a better opportunity? Yes. I knew that I left you in good hands. The team was
Yeah.
great, still is great. So yeah, I was ready. I was definitely
Uh-huh.
ready.
Did you get a little sad? Because we
Of
post a lot of
course.
pictures. We have a lot
Of
of fun here.
when I first left, 4th of July came. So I'm like, I'm used to us uploading our pictures, everybody wearing the same colors, everybody participating. So the first time I saw a picture, I remember writing you guys are posting without me. You guys are taking pictures without me. You were sending me pictures. I was jealous. I missed you guys. I did.
You had to. You were jealous because I made sure we inundated your timeline with the fun
Yes,
because you were gone. But
you did.
I was very, very happy for you. I remember when you were about to apply for the position. It hurt me to say yes. Go ahead, do it. You know, it'd be a great opportunity. But I was so happy for you, and I knew you were going to get it. So as soon as you applied, I just started mentally preparing myself for your departure. All right, so we're starting to run a little long. We're going to answer one more question, and then we're going to call it a night. Here's a good one. Do you ever feel like you want to change careers? I think this is a good one, Erika.
I, I don't. I haven't had. I just don't. Um, I don't think anything else would be for me. I remember a while ago I thought about nursing again, but it's not for me. I think that I found what is for me here. With and originally it was more about interacting with patients every day. Now it's more about training and more about developing and the impact that I have on the assistants and the doctors. So no, I found my place.
You found your place. Perfect. That's beautiful. Well, guys, I know we probably didn't get to all of our questions, but like always, please DM the questions to me. I will ensure Erika answers the questions. We're here for you. If you have more ideas of what you want to see on Chairside, please send that to me as well. Erika, thank you so much for being a guest and actually being here with us, Chairside. I literally begged you to come in here today because we wanted to see you. We love having you in the office. I even saw that some of our patients are saying that they miss having you there to assist.
Aw.
So that's how great you are. And you remember everyone's face. Like your memory is so sharp and phenomenal. You definitely help us be better here at West Sunrise Dentistry. So again, we love you. You know how you mean to me. Thank you so much. And everybody else have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us on Chairside. I'll see you again in 2 weeks. That'll be February 17th. And I have a special guest for that day too. So look out for that. Thank you guys. Take care.
Thanks.